What's up, Leo? This is your weekly reading from Monday to Monday. I'm doing things this way because it's quicker and I'm filming day of, which I normally don't do. And I don't want to spend hours editing like I normally do. So I figured I would do things this way. Make it quick and easy to still get your reading. And everybody's fucking happy. If you're new here, hi, my name's Tori. Tori Franco. I do these readings weekly for all the signs. I also have my podcast on this channel. Pretty much self-development. I will be offering life coaching soon, very soon. Stay tuned for that. And just keep in mind that energy is fluid and it can change with your actions. And yeah, this is just a vibe check. So take it as it resonates. Whatever is meant to come up, whatever message, ooh, that came out. Whatever messages are meant to come up are gonna come up. And whoever needs to hear them, hopefully, will hear them. If you don't need to hear them, it's not gonna resonate. What do we have here? What is this? This is the page? Yeah, the Page of Swords in reverse comes out as the first card. If you're interested in anything that I have to, ooh, the Star card. Anything that I have to offer, linked in the description below. Private readings, merch, anything about me. Nine of Wands in reverse, paranoia. Knight of Swords in reverse, scattered. Wow, you don't know what to think about a situation. You're trying to keep hope, Leo, in the situation with this Star card. Or maybe you're being recognized for something and you're like, wait, I didn't want to be recognized for this. But I just feel very much so like I'm just getting this vibe of like, I'm not ready. Wait, I'm not ready. Hold on. I don't have a plan yet. That's the vibe I get. This Knight of Swords in reverse and the Page of Swords in reverse, very scattered. This is impulsive sometimes, acts before thinking energy. This could also be about no longer no longer seeing a situation as worth fighting for, if that's you, Leo. You're still trying to keep hope in a situation. Healing. But your mind is all over the place. Your brain is everywhere. Scattered thoughts. I'm even getting like possible anxiety. And there are no anxiety cards out here, but the Star comes after a period of something that really shakes you up, something that really fucks you up, an ending of some sort even. It's like the calm after the storm, really. It's like the rebuilding process after something really fucking broke you down. I feel like you might be in your head like, what the fuck just, I'm getting like the aftermath of a hurricane or something like that. Like that's the vibe I'm getting. Like mentally and emotionally. Like you had a mental or emotional hurricane and now you're like, what was that? And there it is again. The Nine of Wands in reverse. And what is this? The High Priestess in reverse. Nine of Wands in reverse is again like being overly guarded, paranoid, you know, like I'm I'm just getting this vibe of like something shaking you up to the point that you're like, I am never letting anybody in ever the fuck again, because that was a doozy. That's just what I keep getting. And then you have the King of Cups here. This could be a situation that you are very emotionally attached to, but maybe not emotionally invested in, if that makes sense. The King of Cups knows how he feels emotionally, but he doesn't express it. He puts on a poker face. He's emotionally detached in the sense that he only chooses a select few people to express his emotions to. Like, I can identify with this King of Cups because I know how I feel on the inside, but I put on a poker face on the outside to the public. That's that vibe. The High Priestess in reverse is about revelations. So again, I don't know if things came out of the woodwork, information possibly. Maybe you got some downloads on, maybe you're opening up to your fucking powers. Who knows? I just feel like this is about truths coming to light. I'm also drawn to this moon here. I'm always drawn to the moons. I'm a Cancer, that's why. But it's like, it's almost like the moon in reverse, you know? I never get that from this card either, like from the Knight of Swords. But it's like the veil has been lifted. The veil has been pushed to the side, and you're seeing things for what they are, but I don't think you want to, Leo. You're just like, wait, it wasn't supposed to be like this. Eight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. This could have something to do about work, a job, or just you working on yourself. Or maybe this situation has propelled you to put work into yourself because you don't ever want something like this to happen to you. I'm just getting a lot of like, your head is spinning. That's what I'm getting, Leo. There's a situation that's making your head spin. What is this? The Knight of Wands. Could be with a person or a situation that is like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You know, like tennis match. My head's spinning because it's like 1 minute this person's over here, next minute this person's over there. Like this person is all over the place. Maybe that's you. Maybe that's your energy. If you're not dealing with a person, maybe that's your energy. Maybe it's because you're afraid to open up. There's some sort of healing happening though. So I feel like it could be with a person. And if it's not with a person, like in a relationship, if this is a job thing, it's like your job, let's say you're asking for some sort of answer to a question. They keep giving you 30 different answers and you're just like, hello? What's the real answer? You know what I mean? Like it's that sort of vibe that I'm getting. Ten of Swords in reverse. Again, that's over this healing here, over the Star card and over the King of Cups. So you are trying to release something that really hurt you in the past. No longer self-sabotaging in situations, because the Ten of Swords can be about self-sabotage. I'm not getting self-sabotage vibes though. I'm getting a painful situation. Something that really, I for some reason want to say this, something that really changed you. Really made you see things clearly. Again, it could have even sparked a spiritual awakening in you or something like that. Or maybe you're trying to contain certain, I don't even know. Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. That's sneaky behavior, lying, deceit. You're seeing the deceit though. If somebody was being a deceitful fuck, if this is another person toward you, could be your energy, because this is a fire sign, right? Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. If this isn't you, it's like somebody that was back and forth, couldn't make up their mind. You learned the truth about who they are and what they were doing behind your back. And it sent your brain into a whirlwind, because maybe you trusted this person a lot. And maybe you don't normally trust people, but you put trust in this situation or this thing, and you found out possibly things you didn't want to find out. Like, I'm just getting like the veil has been lifted. And it's like once you wake up to certain things, once you wake up to, and this could be on a higher scale, you just waking up to the illusions of reality, right? If you want to put it into an esoteric sort of reading, right? A spiritual reading, you're waking up to the true reality and realizing that what you've known to be true thus far isn't true. And that's part of a spiritual awakening as well. You know, knowing that, I'm going to get pretty deep here for a second, but when you're going through a spiritual awakening, and I'll do a podcast episode about this, but like when you start to wake up, you start to realize that what goes on in here, not even in your mind, but what goes on beyond the mind, what goes on in the subconscious, what goes on in our dreams, what goes on when we really are in touch with our intuition, that's more real than the reality. The reality is the byproduct of what we manifest, right? And how we manifest starts with our subconscious, starts in here. Maybe you're realizing that. Maybe it has nothing to do with a specific person. Maybe it's more than just a specific person. You're realizing on a grander scale that like we've been living a lie here. Maybe it's just coming from meditations, you know, who knows? If that's not you, if you're not going through like some crazy spiritual awakening that's like shaking your whole entire life up, and making you face yourself and making you release traumas and everything like that, then it's just a situation with a person and you're realizing that they're not who they said they were. There it is again. 7 of Swords. It was at the bottom of the deck. Y'all watched me shuffle. Here it is. And what is this? The Tower. Yeah. Most definitely. You're realizing a lot about this person. You're realizing possibly a lot about your ego, your own ego. Because the Knight of Wands can be definitely a very egocentric card. You're realizing that that's not where it's at, Chief. Either this person ain't where it's at, or just, you know, living that way ain't where it's at. It's not fulfilling. You're healing a lot. You're doing a lot of inner healing, I feel. What did I say? Inner healing. You're doing a lot of work on yourself. Whatever this is, if this is something that sparked a spiritual awakening within you, it has prompted you to self-mastery. It has prompted you to really, really start putting in the work to yourself. Like maybe you're realizing the only way that I can release the things that I've been through in the past is if I really put in the tough work. Again, like I said, I was getting Tower vibes from these first two cards. So it's funny that this came out, because what did I say in the beginning? It's like something shook your foundation. Maybe I didn't say that exactly, but it felt like your head was spinning. Like you're like, holy shit, that was a doozy. That's what the Tower card does. The Tower card is a situation that seems catastrophic. Could be like a crazy loss, a crazy like a breakup or something like that, or just a crazy realization. It doesn't have to be something that physically manifests. A crazy realization that shakes up our entire foundation and gives us a brand new perspective, allows us to rebuild, right? So you have the literally, what did I say before? If you go back, this Star card always appears after something that shakes up the foundation. It's the rebuilding. The Tower is the card that comes directly before the Star card. Okay? And so it's the demolition of old ways of thinking, the demolition of old ways of being, the demolition of relationships that no longer serve us. The universe is serving us something that we possibly resisted in the past, right? Like, this is unavoidable. Why? So we can rebuild. So that we can have a new perspective. So that we can rebuild. Rebuild ourselves. Rebuild, I mean, even if it is a business, rebuild a business. I feel like it's deeper than that, though. This feels like a very deep reading. It's more than just things in the physical. Rebuilding self-mastery. Like I said, either some lies have come to light, let's see, what's this? Hanged Man in reverse. We were trusting these lies because we didn't want to change. We didn't want this Tower to happen. We didn't want this. But this only comes when we're here. The Tower comes, I mean, listen, the Tower comes, the universe gives us Tower moments all the time as like lessons and again, like to prompt spiritual awakenings and it, you know, makes people leave our lives or come into our lives really quickly so that we can just level up really quickly, right? But most of the time, the Tower is sent from the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, in order to force us to wake up because we've been resisting it ourselves. We have not been choosing it ourselves, right? This is resistance. This is something big. Something big that had to happen to put us on a totally different path. I'm pulling 2 more cards and then I'm done here. Nine of Cups in reverse. I feel like that, especially now, this comes out over the Tower. We're realizing either somebody is being extremely selfish, or we're just seeing somebody's selfishness for what it is. Maybe they were wearing a veil, and the universe was like, we can't have you being fooled like this anymore. We're gonna get this person caught. If it's a person. Or maybe it's you, because the 9 of Cups in reverse can also be about overindulgences, doing like drinking too much, partying too much, going out too much, spending, like enjoying yourself too much. You can do that. You can overdo it. And like, it's time to put in the work now. You know what I mean? Queen of Wands in reverse, right? What is this? This is rebuilding our own confidence from the inside out. This is about showing ourselves who we are. And what is this? The Emperor? Yeah, the Emperor. Getting control over the situation, trusting our mental faculties, getting our heads together. I'm hearing get your head in the game. I don't know what the fuck that means, but that's what I have for you. I'm done here. 3 of Cups. Celebrations, wins, reconciliations. Could be like maybe people coming back. Like if this is a situation that you had to get rid of, you had to grow up, you had to learn, you had to heal yourself, you had to build yourself back up, work on yourself. If this is all past shit, this could be somebody coming back, a friend, a lover. Whatever this is something to be celebrated. Good things. It's like, again, it's like the light at the end of the tunnel. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. So just know that, Leo. All right. I hope that makes some sort of sense. I will see you next week in next week's reading. Peace out.